shit.
Welcome to the fucking show. We're fucking live.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to episode 11 of Guitar Practice. Here, have this guitar.
Yeah, thank
Cool.
you. I'll take it home with me.
What are we doing? Probably don't do that. I kind of like that one.
Yeah.
Let me mute this shit real quick.
Did I hit the right one?
No, that was Nate's, but that's fine.
My bad. Anyway, welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
Episode 11?
Episode 11.
Episode 11, guys. We're in the double digits.
We're in the double digits.
Double digits.
Things seem to be working fine.
Absolutely.
What do we got? What are we working on? We'll do the song of the month after. What are we working on, dude?
I've been working on just a little bit of stuff. Mostly the picking hand stuff, trying to work on forcing myself to up-pick more often,
That's the age-old struggle.
Dude, it does not work.
That's the first hill you really climb.
It's a big one, dude.
Yeah.
I can feel it changing the way that I play already,
Are you keeping your hand closer to the strings?
Yeah. I keep my hand closer to the strings, and I keep the pick less exposed also, and I try and make it stay in place more,
Yeah.
So it's less like the pick falls out of my fingers and ends up like sticking, past everything, I'm barely touching the pick and trying to strum. Yeah. I'm trying to hold on to the pick a little better.
I know exactly
It's a big
what
deal.
you mean. What have you been working on, Nate?
Shit, dude. Trying to learn a little bit of Rollins band, just because it's a little simpler than what we do on here, honestly. But
Yeah.
fucking spill the blood mainly, dude. Trying to at least.
That's a toughie.
Yeah.
We'll go over it
I do
here
good
in a
until I
minute.
get to them woolly woo parts, and then
Yeah.
brain don't work.
What are you working on?
It's all right.
Heavy? What are you working on?
Not much, honestly.
Why? Because you're better than us?
Because I had finals.
Oh, okay.
I had finals, and I don't need to practice like you.
Oh, because you're better?
Damn.
Just because you're fucking him, you're better?
Oh, what have I been working on, though?
I know you've been working on something.
We was right.
Mostly just spill the blood, really.
Yeah.
Mostly
A little
that.
A little bit of original work.
Yeah, I did some writing. Me and Nate did some writing, just as an exercise. And
It's probably going to be top 10 in the world here in the next few weeks.
Yeah, watch out.
I
Yeah,
guess,
watch out,
dude. I fucking doubt it.
All over the radio.
Drake ain't got shit on us, dog. I'll tell you that
Honestly.
much.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, man.
Hang on. Is Drake Yeezy? Or is that someone totally different?
Yeezy?
I don't know this
Yeezy
world.
is Kanye West, homie.
That's not the same person?
No.
Brother, no, brother.
I don't know these things, okay? Fight me.
That's why I'm
Dude.
here.
What?
I don't know these things.
Yeah,
Yeezys,
Drake.
bro.
Drake, he used to be on the Disney Channel, now he's a rapper.
Who the hell is... What is a Yeezy?
Kanye West.
What is a Yeezy?
Kanye.
Brother. He's Yeezus, brother.
Kanye.
Con Yeezy?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's what he is, man.
Come after me, Drake.
Yeah.
Alright,
Or Kanye or whoever you are.
We'll beat you in a rap battle, too.
For real,
No
dude.
doubt.
who's gonna bomb first?
I can play something. I've been working on some Pink Floyd. Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead, send it, dude. You ready?
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead. Are you ready? You not ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, go ahead.
Hold up.
Yeah. Alright. I haven't really been working on anything new this week.
We need
trying
to,
to
we
think.
need to cut that.
Yeah,
I didn't
no,
realize
dude.
it was in drop, dude.
No, we're not cutting it, dude. You're
Okay.
good. We were all still talking. You good now?
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead. That was good.
Damn.
That was good, man.
That's not bad, dude. I
There's
can't
a
complain about
little
that.
bit of a stutter start, but you can't.
A little bit.
Yeah, no,
That's what
that
happens
was
when
good,
you
man.
turn the fucking record on.
I'm sorry, dude. As soon as you push that fucking big red button, everything just falls apart, dude. And the
Also
same
bad.
is true of going on stage. I promise. In fact, it's worse.
It also happens when you fucking double up on nicotine pouches for no fucking reason the second
Yeah.
before you start
Get some
recording.
beers in you, get
Dude.
some nicotine in there. Pretty much just works, you know.
Well, you got
I'll
something,
play a song,
you got
yeah.
something to show off?
Yeah, I'll try to do the run, but I doubt it. This is me. I'm number 6 right
okay.
here.
Yeah, still learning our equipment.
Yeah, we're every week it changes to try to get better. But
Honestly, we're doing a lot of work.
Here's the dogs.
Yeah.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah, go ahead. That's all I got for that one.
That was pretty
good, little
guy.
It wasn't bad.
God.
It's just
No, it's not bad. That's how you work on stuff.
Dimebag's runs are super off time. So you heard that I can do that part,
Yeah.
but the last probably 8-9 notes are so off time that I'm having trouble trying to actually, it's hard if you can't like visualize the timing and just play the notes, because I know where the notes are. It's hard to nail them because there's no cue to hit it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Off time
it's
stuff. Tool.
Yeah.
Tool taught us that, honestly.
Brutal, dude.
Yeah, dude. Tool stays off time constantly. I don't think they play in time for anything, but apparently neither does Dimebag.
Well, they all play in time, but they switch timings every.
It feels
Yeah.
off time.
It's
Yeah,
crazy,
and
but that's
it's
what makes
sick.
it
Feels
interesting,
good.
yeah. Nate,
What are you working on, Nate?
you ready to bomb some
I
shit?
got
Bomb some shit. Bomb some shit. You ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. You good? Hold on 1 second. What's going on?
This thing, my bass is cranked.
What the hell?
I don't know what
I
happened.
think there's probably a volume
Did you
knob.
pause the recording?
Yeah, I'll pause it.
You gotta keep those
Take two.
knobs.
My bad. Take 2. We'll be right.
Take 2.
We're back. You ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Nice and slappy.
That
Yeah.
was an attempt at Sober by Tool from memory.
Oh yeah, dude. I can hear it now.
I like it.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to.
You can't pinch harmonic on this bitch, so
I don't,
See,
can you?
that is a false statement. I was watching a ton of bass content while we were off recording.
Really?
Dude, pinch harmonics on our bass are OP.
Really?
Oh my god.
What do they sound like?
The
I
people
feel
that
like
are good at it, it sounds so good. I don't know.
you
I don't even know
must
that.
have like some beefy ass fucking fingers to be doing that shit. Because I just can't get it to.
I don't know what it is, dude. These guys are
It's
putting
like
pinch
a-
harmonics
it's
out
like
on my
a
face.
touch,
It sounds
right?
nasty.
Do
yeah,
they
it's
touch
a
it
touch. I don't
with
know if
their
they.
finger,
I don't know
or-
if they touch it with their finger up at the fretboard or down at the
Pick
down
guard,
at pickups. Yeah, I don't know, but it sounds really good.
Really?
Yeah,
We're gonna have to look into that.
I was
Maybe
hearing
you could
it
like
was-
bend
it was
bend
big and
down by
poppy.
the pickups a lot easier. Maybe something like that. Like I don't know.
That's tough
Something
to
to work
say.
on, maybe. I don't know.
Something to research for sure.
Yeah.
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can do pinch harmonics, it makes you like 9 times better at guitar.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Dude, you know what's crazy is I can pinch harmonic way easier on that Strat than the Razorback.
Really?
By like a factor of 10 for sure.
No way.
It's crazy. I have a hard time landing them. I don't know why. I think because I'm so used to the Strat and how it's maybe the string path is a little more wonky.
You
So I
played
can
so
hit
many
it.
years on this wonky ass fucking hardly tuned up fucking
It's
beater
hard to say,
ass.
dude. It's hard to say, man, but
Hey, sometimes those are the
Shit
best
boxes.
guitars, dude. Hey, that's why we bring up all these offer-up guitars, okay?
yeah.
Because
Amen.
honestly, you might pick it up and you might just absolutely fall in love. Not saying that an expensive-ass guitar is not good, but sometimes these cheap fucking buys that you find, these cheap fucking China casters that we're playing on, sometimes they just feel right to you.
Honestly, I mean, because when I pick up like a super high quality guitar, like just a lethal one, like
Yeah.
the Razorback's good.
Yeah.
It's really good. But when I pick up like a real expensive one,
Like a brand new Gibson Studio.
yeah, where the action is
Yeah.
just like lethally
Mhm.
sensitive, just honestly, it kind of makes it harder by a lot.
Yeah.
Makes it harder by a lot. Everything's closer together. Your finger pressure is off because you're so used to smashing them into the frets of a cheap fretboard. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Well, I don't even like playing your Razorback because it doesn't even feel right to my hands yet. My untrained fingies.
It's a weapon, dude.
Dude.
It's a real weapon.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good to me yet, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm not used to my guitar, so
Dude. I don't think
as you
anybody's-
heard, as previously stated.
Song of the month, Slayer, Spill the Blood. So
Song of the month.
we were thinking, we were brainstorming, and last month's Song of the Month only lasted 2-3 weeks, three
Two
episodes. Yeah.
2 episodes.
We didn't really get into the nitty gritty of actually learning how to play the song, you know? And that's what I kind of wanted to bring out, and what we discussed that we wanted to bring out, and we wanted to go over the tablature. I know we posted the tablature last episode, but I think we're just going to kind of break it down and play, or at least discuss.
Yeah, we can at least talk about the tabs and
You know.
talk about where you can kind of break it up to practice in,
Mhm.
right? Yeah. So just sections you can play in.
So I think the best part to start on is going to be the intro. And for those of you who have listened to the song, let's see if I can play it. It sounds like this.
It's a good starting point for
That's the first
anybody,
part of the
you
song.
know, I think.
Yeah.
So, in that, I think the most important part to remember is that's a really good spot to, you don't really have to think about where your hands are doing anything, right? You're just straight down, straight back up with the picking hand. You're
Mhm.
hardly moving your fret hand, like hardly. You're moving it between 3 frets.
Yeah,
Right.
pretty much. So the first, what we call an arpeggio, which is pretty much a chord split into separate notes to give it that kind of ghostly like ride up and down.
Kind of.
Your first note is literally your 4th fret on the G string, and the next one is open on the B, and open on the E, and then open on the B again, back to that 4. And if you listen to the song, those open notes are always there in every arpeggio. The only thing that's
Yeah.
changing is your 1 fret. which is either going to be, 4 on your G string for the first 2, 3 on your G string on the second 2, 4 on your D string for the next 2, and then it goes 5 and 3 on your D string. And it just repeats.
So something to keep in mind when you're learning this intro is, truthfully, just try not to rush it. Right, this is a good time to kind of feel the pace of the song,
For
feel
sure.
what speed it's gonna be at. Just play it over and over and over again. It doesn't sound bad. Like, it sounds, like you said, I like the word you used, ghostly. Right.
Yeah.
It sounds kind of ghostly. It sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so simple that you don't have to think about it, but it gives you a really good time to think about the timing of the rest of the song, right? So it allows you to play in time with when you're doing the more fancy stuff.
For sure. And for those of you who are Slayer purists or music purists in general,
Get out.
My guitar.
Unfollow right now, dude.
Unfollow.
Our guitars are tuned to E standard.
Yeah.
The Razorback has a Floyd Rose, so
We're not messing with that.
took a long time to tune. Probably not gonna fuck with it.
Yeah.
You gotta adjust spring tension and all that shit. That's a luthier's job. It's not my job.
Yep.
But Slayer plays, as well as Metallica,
Guns N'
and
Roses.
Guns N' Roses
Yeah.
play in E flat, which is you take all 6 strings and you lower them down a half a step. So
Yep.
your E, you tune it down to E flat. Your A, tune it down to a B, I think.
A
right?
flat.
A flat,
A flat.
whatever. And so on and so forth.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a half step down or 1 fret down. So if you got a tuner, it's really easy to get there. Now for the bassists. There's not a lot of information on bass playing, man.
It's
You're
a pain
you're
in
in
the
a
ass.
you're in a hard spot, dude.
What
But-
helped me, dude, was I went and watched videos of people playing it before I tried to get into the tabs too much, so I could actually see more of the
Gotcha.
technique, because a lot of it is hand technique.
Yeah, so you got the visual side of
So
things
you really
before
need
you
to-
understood.
Yeah, and if you're new to bass, like, always do that. I'd say get good at techniques before you try to learn a bunch of really complicated tabs, because you're gonna get stuck constantly.
that.
Because you're not gonna know how to play at that pace because you don't see them strumming that type of way.
So
Yeah.
as much as there's technique with guitar, I feel like that's where the bass really kind of stands out, is the technique that the bassist uses to pluck or strum or anything,
Yeah.
to walk the strings. Like, that's a big deal. Like, if you can really focus harder on your technique over just the simplicity of notes on a page, I feel like you can become just a fantastic bassist. I'm not a bassist myself.
That's true. So
but-
what I've always did when I was playing with basses, or playing with bassists, is, especially with someone who's not super advanced already and can't just rip something right off the jump, is I tell them to play the bottom note of, if it's a chord, play the bottom note on the tablature, because I know it'll match, and then maybe skip the stuff that's on the E, the high E and the B string, because they don't have it.
Yeah.
Right? So for instance, in this song and in this intro, I'm not sure what the Slayer bassist is doing, but I know that if you skip obviously the opens and just play that root note, I think it's called the root note,
It'd
that
be
fours and
like
the threes,
root, yeah.
then I know that'll match perfectly. So for those of you listening and play bass, that's a valid option. It may not sound exactly like the song, but it will fit. It will be in tune. It will be in key.
Yeah.
so
You want
on
to play
and
that
so
same
forth.
little intro section just on the bass, just hitting those root notes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
try
yeah.
it. Give it a try. Let me
just-
pull the tab
yeah,
up again.
Yeah, we'll pull the tab up just so you guys can hear it at home, kind of what it would sound like if you're just playing the root of all this, right? So you see where you're playing at?
Yeah.
Hold up. Let me stop this auto scroll.
Yep.
All right. You think you got it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, and that's
And
that's
then it
pretty
goes
much.
up and they just follow along. Pretty
Yeah.
much the same
Mhm.
thing.
That's the general gist. I mean, if you have someone there playing with you, it's easier to follow, right?
To be fair, a lot of songs on bass sound like shit if you just play them by yourself.
Yeah.
That is valid.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a lot of songs. So I guess guitar has a lot more leeway if you're just like playing by yourself. You know
Unless
what I
you're
mean?
like absolutely fucking insane
Unless
at the
you're
bass,
beep,
dude.
beep,
If you're just
beep,
the
beep.
nasty,
Yeah, that guy.
if you played the intro to Seinfeld,
Fucking
like
Leslie
you're the
Pool.
goat. But no. I get that. Like you kind of have to have gotta have people there with you, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you don't have anybody with you, there's a couple of things that I used to do when I was practicing, just by myself. Is there are drum tracks that you can search
Yeah.
by beats per minute,
Yeah.
and drums. I mean, I'm sure the drums have to be tuned, but you can
Yeah,
play whatever you want on top of drums. You
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what I mean? You don't have to match the key of the drums or whatever, unless it's like one of those steel drums. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you could search that by beats per minute. So in the tablature, it has beats per minute. And if you search, metal drums at 120 beats per minute, that could accompany you, or the good old trusty metronome. So for
Trusty
those,
metronome, dude. Don't sleep on that.
it's so
Do
hard.
not sleep on that.
It's hard. It's hard for me. It's hard for everybody.
The whole time I learned a new instrument back when I was younger, when I was playing classical music and jazz music,
Yeah.
it was at home with a metronome for hours.
Did you have one of? My mom had one of the old wood ones where
Yeah.
you move the weight and it
Yeah, it's
actually
like the little
swings
triangle thing.
around.
Yeah, that's the sickest thing
Oh, yeah, a
ever,
little
dude.
slapping one.
Yeah, it is. Like,
Not totally necessary in today's day and age, but it is.
you can
super
download
sick.
it on your phone.
You can download one that looks exactly the same on your phone, even.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. And I definitely had one on my iPod Touch back in third generation iPods.
Oh Jesus, dude! I remember that shit.
Way back in the day.
Do you remember iPod Shuffle where you plug it directly into the computer?
Yes, dude. I had the iPod Shuffle with the little scroll wheel on it way
Ooh,
back.
damn,
Yeah,
boy.
I liked that. That was the shit, dude.
I remember when I got my first iPod Nano when they just came out, dude.
Yeah.
It was the shit.
Nanos-
4 whole gigabytes.
Was
of
that the
music.
ones that were kind of like blocky feeling almost?
They
like
were right
weird.
after that with the chrome backs
Oh, yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
The Chrome back iPhones are elite, dude. That's
Dude.
some shit right there.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
it robbed from me actually in fucking El Paso, Texas. Somebody broke into our truck when we were eating at a Cracker Barrel and took all our shit, dude.
Hey, someone that I worked with just a few years ago, I'm not going to name names or places or anything like that, obviously, right?
Yeah.
But someone that I worked with, I jumped in the truck with him, and we were driving hours away to go to some place, right? And I was like, "Man, you got some music? It's awfully quiet in here." He said, "Yeah," and he pulled out his iPod Shuffle, the little tiny square
No.
one, and plugged it into the jack.
The one you
And,
clip on your shirt?
Yes, the one with the
Yeah,
clip on
dude.
it. And he had, hundreds and hundreds, not
Wow.
thousands, hundreds and hundreds of songs
Yeah,
on it.
about 27 songs.
Dude,
but
he
they're all
had it all on
bangers.
there, dude. He living his best life. Okay? Dude was like 48 years old.
I feel like we appreciated music a lot when it was less. You know,
I remember my Walkman that I had
Yeah,
way
dude.
back, dude, when I was a kiddo.
you remember when MP3 players came out in Walmart and they were like 9 songs on it? You're like, oh fuck yeah,
The
dude.
best, dude. I remember getting Apple gift cards.
Whatever
for my
happened to
birthday
Microsoft
buy.
Zune? Do you remember the Zune?
Zunes? Yes, dude. That's way
Microsoft
back.
can't make shit but PCs and Xbox.
Yeah.
I'm convinced every other thing they make flops.
I believe it.
real.
Yeah.
No, the Zunes were the shit back in the day. I think we're just kind of out of that era now. You know, I mean, all these kids now they have tablets.
It's all on the phone.
Yeah, they got tablets and
On the
phones,
phone.
and it's kind of ridiculous. Like that's a hard thing that I'm struggling with that process. You know, I have a little tiny baby right now. You know, and
Yeah,
I see other people that have babies like same age, like 9 months to a year, and they throw them on a tablet and play
Oh,
some
fuck.
brain game,
How
and
about
I'm like, hey man, like I just want my kid to go out and ride dirt bikes and hunt and find things
Yeah.
out in the wilderness, like do
Yeah.
things outside, like
I
do
think
things.
I think it's different to them though because it's always available.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's not like a crazy thing. It's just like
it's a thing. It's just a
Yeah, it's
a
just
piece of
another
life.
toy. Yeah.
watching TV, all that. I don't get that, man. That's
Oh.
hard for me as a brand new parent in 2024.
Well, my parents used to
I
limit
struggle.
me with TV, and
Yeah.
it is like if I'm talking to you and there's a TV on with a show, it is detrimental to our conversation.
Yeah.
Like, it's so bad.
No, I get that.
And I don't think, like, my kids, they don't give a fuck if the TV's on. If
Really?
it's not something, yeah, they just run around. If they want to play the tablet, they'll play it. If they want to play Xbox, they want to play it.
But they'll pay attention to you at the same time.
Not when they're on Xbox. But if
Yeah.
there's, like, a TV on in the room, they're not, like,
They're not
magnetized toward it
Yeah.
like I
That's
am.
interesting. What a weird. I hadn't honestly heard that before.
Life is weird, dude.
That's
Now,
strange.
if you fucking give your baby a tablet at 9 months, he's gonna be. That's crack, dude.
Yeah.
They like bright colors, and that's all that thing is. That's
So-
all it produces.
I didn't have Wi-Fi until I was like a sophomore in high school.
I didn't know about
So I was
Wi-Fi
like-
until I was
I was
in
just-
like junior high.
I was like, how's everyone
Yeah.
playing together? What the fuck is this? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Am I
no.
missing something?
I guess
I was
about-
never when I was a
about the
kid.
same
Yeah,
time,
no.
You're like 4 years younger than me, 5 years, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like
Old
same
news.
time for me. It was like middle school for me, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was probably grade school. Yeah.
Oh, I guess you were way. Yeah. Anyway.
Was
I'm
a wee
old.
bit.
I'm a has been. I'm a used to be.
Yeah, dude.
It's official.
I'm-
Speaking of used to be, we have a new segment.
Stop reminiscing.
Weird nostalgia.
Anyway, fucking old man, get to work. What?
Speaking of used to be, let's talk history.
Hell yeah.
And this segment's going to be headed up by Nate. We were going to call it History of Hate with Nate.
We were gonna call it "Dropping the Vape" by Nate.
Yeah.
Every day.
Every fucking episode you drop your vape out of your pocket.
It's good luck.
I guess it is now. Tell us about Slayer. We're going to do our history segments on whatever song of the month.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Be a song, I think it's
So
good.
it's gonna be all Slayer this month, which they're pretty good. You know what I mean? They stay out of. I'm not gonna have anything nasty to talk about. Thank God. Like when we get to Pantera and some other bands, there's gonna be some real interesting history. But for now, I'm gonna keep it simple. Nobody but Tom Araya liked the South of Heaven album, the one we're learning a song off of. They
The
all
lead
thought.
singer.
Yeah, the lead singer is the only one who likes it because that's the first album he got a real creative role in.
Really?
Which I think it's awfully convenient that as soon as the bass player gets some power, everyone's throwing a goddamn fit
I like
and
that.
saying how much they don't like it.
Listen,
But that's just my opinion.
Chill out, dude. Know your place.
That's just,
Continue.
that's just my opinion. But they Carrie Kane had just gotten married and was for some reason in Phoenix the whole time. So he wasn't really around for a lot of it, which is why, in his opinion, it's too simplistic. But personally, even greats can be very wrong.
And I'm a huge fan of Carrie King.
I am too, but he's wrong on that. That whole album's a banger.
I didn't know that was his opinion on South of Heaven.
Yeah,
That's
because
one of the greatest
yeah.
albums in metal
as soon
history.
as the bass player gets involved, man.
Stop saying that, okay, for one. It's not
just-
just because he
I
plays
know,
bass.
I think
No,
that's
no.
the only reason.
I just think it's convenient.
Absolutely not, dude. He's a legendary vocalist, too.
Yeah.
He's a legendary. As soon as he says anything, I'm like, it's Slayer or it should be.
Yeah,
Like,
literally.
flat out.
No,
When I
he
hear him
don't really
start
sing
hollering,
that good, dude. He really don't sing that good. But
look at your boy Rollins.
he's got power, dude. Yeah, exactly.
He
He's got
even
fucking
tells
power.
everybody, he's like, I suck at singing. I have no idea how I got this job, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it hard. And that's exactly what Tom
Yeah.
Araya did. And then look, legendary.
Who's Tom Araya?
He's the fucking...
I'm sorry.
He's the vocalist of Slayer. You
And the
fucking
bass player.
I don't know these things.
jazz
okay?
band boy.
I don't know, Nate. Dude, I don't know nobody that plays jazz neither. I don't know people's names.
Bill Clinton
Oh,
plays
yeah.
saxophone.
I'm like Slim Shady.
Oh, Bill Clinton.
Who?
Bill Clinton plays the saxophone.
Maybe that should have been your nickname, is Clinton.
Bill Clinton. Wait a minute.
He
Hold
plays
on.
the saxophone.
The old
dude.
panty robber?
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
dude,
Hold
the
on,
go,
dude.
the go. See, I just wasted another music history segment. It was
Listen,
funny.
man, we can
We're not
talk
going to
for-
play any albums by Bill Clinton.
We can
so
talk
don't
for
worry.
days about Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Alright, hold up.
Have a whole JRE experience going on this bitch about Bill Clinton.
Listen, man, he fucked her. Okay.
He did.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
And I'm
it.
proud of him.
That's why they found the cigar inside of her.
What? Careful, dude. What are we doing next? The news? Hey,
Hey.
cut this mic real quick.
Sick!
Did I hold that note out too long?
No, I think that was perfect, dude. Put that Floyd Rose to
I
work.
just-
What?
yeah,
Might look
I
good.
bought it. I need to use it. Okay.
Yeah, you do.
For the news.
No.
What's going on in the world today? Well, we'll tell you. Don't listen to CNN. Don't listen to Fox. Listen to us.
Listen to us.
And we're going to talk about China again.
Oh,
China.
You know how I'm gunning for those
China.
fucks.
China.
China.
So I saw a video where these people went to the Chinese zoo. And they went to see the pandas. And it's a bunch of fucking chow chows that they dyed their fur.
Oh my god.
Did you
Oh,
see the
Lord.
pictures of
What?
this shit?
No.
Yeah, people got all pissed because it was fucking. It's a dog. Like it's absolutely a dog.
It's a fucking dog.
It's 100% a dog, and they blacked their eyes
It's
out.
a
And
dog they
fucking.
painted like a panda.
That's 100% what happened. Look at it, dude. It's even stretching like a dog, dude. That's a fucking dog.
Jesus.
Do you guys know how we get pandas?
No.
We fucking rent them from the Chinese government.
What?
Every country in the world, nobody owns a panda except China. We have them all on a rental from.
Well, apparently
from the
China doesn't
Communist
either.
Party.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
they
kind of
got
seems
it.
like they're out of stock.
Yeah, dude, they rented them all out.
You know how we get drafts?
What?
No? You don't know how we get drafts?
I feel
Giraffes?
Drafts have a crazy story too. We actually rent horses from Chuck Norris. He just uppercuts them before
Stop.
he gives them to us.
Oh my God.
That's
I thought you were going into some shit.
had something good to say.
I did.
I was like, dude, what? Chuck Norris is a giraffe vendor? What the fuck?
Oh
Those
god.
are those two things I like: beating the shit out of human bodies and giraffes.
That's how the first draft was made, dude. Chuck Norris come across a horse and
Stop.
look at him
Do you got
sideways.
something? Do you got news or
Yeah,
what?
yeah. All right. From a strictly political standpoint, if there is a fire that happens in your near vicinity and the fire department shows up, what is the first song that should be playing on your radio?
Highway to Hell.
We didn't start the
Stop.
fire. And this happened
I was
to
thinking,
us at
I was
work.
thinking
No.
Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, it did. It did. And this is the song
Where?
that I played immediately. This is what happened at work. This
Oh.
happened at our job site.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, the hill caught on fire.
Yeah, our hill caught on fire.
Oh,
The
y'all
fire
had a hill
department
fire?
showed up, and I played this song on the speaker while the fire department was up there.
Yeah, it
We
was
did
really
not
close to
start
like
fire.
a fucking $1.6 million machine too.
Yeah, for real, dude.
Okay.
And a gas main line.
And we sent the fucking yard guy and be like, go get that thing and get it the fuck out of there.
Yeah, go get our $1.5 million machine off the hill. Don't stop that fire. Get the machine.
Dude, sacrifice your life for the good of this company.
Sacrifice your $16 an hour life and go save the company. Go save the multi-million-dollar company.
Shit, dude. please.
Anyway, you got something else?
Yep. Do any of you have any run-ins with your HOA? Probably not you. You're a little young.
I don't have an HOA.
You know, you live out in the sticks.
I live out in the sticks,
I'd
boy.
behead any bitch who tries to tell me about the length of my grass on the spot, dude.
Well, check this out, right? California. The HOA told this guy that he couldn't park his boat in his driveway
Uh-huh.
because it's a bad. You know how these communist people are.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
hate luxury.
If anybody's
lifestyles.
listening and you're a leader of an HOA, fuck
Unfollow.
you, dude.
Get out.
Take a stool, dude.
Don't
Just
want
take
to,
a
dude.
stool, bro.
Try to cancel us.
Yeah,
I want you to try.
get after it.
The more of my time, the more of your time that I waste.
Such a worthless
The-
fucking
the
position,
happier.
honestly.
Now, I can understand if people have like 19 toilets and 14 tires outside their home, but
In
a
this-
fucking boat?
The way that they fucking run it is worthless. Okay, HOAs in the baseline of what it is honestly super cool, right? It keeps fucking trailer trash
They-
out of
They push it too
neighborhoods.
far.
Right? They push it too far.
Every
Buildings
time.
buildings that are taller than a fence line in the back of your yard. Like no. Grass that's a quarter of an inch too tall.
No.
No. Boats in a driveway. No. Trucks parked outside your house. No.
Like, dude,
Come on.
I live here.
Listen.
And I own the place.
Can't. That's.
So you know what he
it's out of
did?
line. What?
So the HOA required him to put a 6-foot fence around where he parks his boat.
Sure.
So he hired a local artist to paint the front of the boat on the front of the fence so it looks like the boat is still fucking there, dude.
No way.
It's paint. It's paint.
It's a painted fence.
So, I mean,
You
he
don't
found a
fuck- don't fuck
loophole.
with people who got boat money. That's
For real,
That's
dude.
number one.
This dude's just trying to hang out with his bass boat, and these fucking
trying to
bitches
chill,
are just trying to fucking harass him for no fucking reason.
I gotta
Who
make-
hired these people? Who voted him in? Fuck
The
them.
people that voted him in are the only people that fucking care. It's all the Karens, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, so I have an HOA thing, right? I came across something random. It was a dude that was getting really irritated at his HOA. Okay, he had a Rivian truck. Have you seen those?
Yeah, I actually invested. Actually,
High-end
Nate
trucks.
told me to invest, and I've only ever lost money. But
Okay,
They
continue.
look good.
They're high-end looking trucks, right?
They look
They're
sick,
Not,
yeah.
They're not like trashy fucking jacked up Silverados or nothing. You know what I mean?
No, they look pretty clean,
Right,
man.
they look super clean. Dude
Yeah.
was parking his Rivian outside of his house, okay, like a $2 million home in an HOA, and HOA came up on him and was like, "Hey, can't park a truck outside, can't be visible." He was like, "This truck looks better than every other thing in this neighborhood,"
Okay,
and it did.
I believe
Okay.
it.
Well, they ended up fining him a few $100s, right, for having the truck parked in the driveway. In the driveway, mind you, not on the street, not anywhere in the driveway.
You have to park inside the garage?
Yeah, with a truck.
That's where I get
Specifically.
drunk, though.
Okay. So he went, and to pay his multi-$100 fine, he went to multiple banks and gathered a bunch of pennies, filled up the bed of his truck, went to the HOA president's house, and dumped them on his front porch.
Yeah.
Yeah. President called the cops.
For what? It's legal tender.
I know. He was paying them. Cops didn't do nothing.
In God we trust.
In pennies, dude.
In God
Honestly.
we trust.
Give it to him, okay?
Fuck
Give it to
HOA
him.
we must, dude.
Listen, man.
I don't know who I hate worse.
Let that dude
the
deal
Chinese
with it. Let that
Communist
dude
Party
deal
or
with
the
the
fucking
the
HOA.
multiple hundreds of pounds of pennies. Thousands even, maybe. I don't
He
know.
sounds like a person who could use a hard day's labor.
Honestly,
Or
he
20.
does. He kind of looked
Yeah.
like it too in the
Maybe in a
videos.
prison camp, really reset his mind about the world, you know.
I have one more. I have one more.
In the gulag.
I have one more piece of news.
Go ahead.
I got one after that.
In the state of Oklahoma, they have officially announced, I guess it's passed through the state Congress, that the new tallest building in the country, not the world, in the country,
In the U.S.
yeah, will be in the U.S. will be developed in downtown Oklahoma City. And if any of you guys know downtown Oklahoma City, there's one tall building down there. So this one is going to tower that building by 600 plus feet. Okay, so originally the plans were for 1,700 feet or ish, right? Okay, which one of the buildings in New York, the tallest building in the country currently, is 1,762 feet.
I thought Chicago was Sears Tower.
New York has the tallest building, and it's the same. 1776 is what it is.
Was it
It's
Empire
the
State Building?
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but apparently it's been the tallest skyscraper for like decades, right? And it was 1,776 feet for the year that the country was founded, right?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Well, Oklahoma decided to top that and go 1902 feet because
wow.
that's the year that Oklahoma was brought in from a territory.
Who's making these ideas?
I don't know.
What happens when a tornado comes through?
I have no idea, dude. Heart of the country,
One day,
tornado
one's gonna
alley.
go ripping through that,
That
little
seems-
shithole of the state.
That seems
Maybe they
crazy.
should build it 9 feet tall for the May 9th tornadoes back in the 90s.
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that. Do
honestly.
that. Do that. I don't know, man. It's a little bit wild to me, but you guys look up downtown Oklahoma City. I think they call it Bricktown. It's supposed to be right in the heart of that, and it'll tower over the current tallest building of, I don't know, like 1,100 feet, something like that.
It's going to be owned by the Chinese and the oil diggers or the drillers.
It's going to
whatever.
be owned by a casino, I believe.
Well, that makes sense. You know, the natives and stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be like a resort type area, but it'll have like housing and all that. So
Yep.
I think they're waiting to actually start full blown everything until they get. There's like a certain number of tenants that they want pre-signed up to live in the place, and
Why the
there's a
fuck
lot
would
of.
anybody want to live in Oklahoma?
I don't know, man.
Don't they have an issue with like buildings and them not like being around for a long time for certain problems? You know.
Again, Tornado Alley.
Cyclone.
Welcome.
You got some news, Nate?
I do. You guys know Billy Corgan, right?
No.
From the
Nope.
Smashing Pumpkins.
Is
I
he the
don't-
lead
I don't know
singer?
the
I know the
Yes,
Smashing
he's the lead
Pumpkins.
singer.
Yeah, I know
yes,
Smashing.
yes.
I don't know the others.
He owns a wrestling company called the NWE.
NWA.
NWE.
No.
No, I wish.
Yeah,
Bald,
wait,
pale white
wrestling like fucking
Like
SmackDown versus
WWE?
Raw?
Yeah, dude, he bought a wrestling
Oh,
company.
interesting.
Yeah.
Dude,
Interesting.
smashing fucking heads, dude.
Yeah,
Let's
dude.
hear it.
Is that like live on Spike?
I'm sure it is something.
Did he
like
just
that.
buy it?
Yeah,
What's-
he just bought it like a few days ago. I just thought that was really cool.
Oh,
Is he
that's
a huge
neat.
fan?
I didn't know he was. You know, you wouldn't think like
you buy
that
a
guy.
fucking wrestling deal.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you be a big fan?
You see these fucking lumpy looking people in suits buying football teams, and it's like, this man has never fucking touched a pigskin in his fucking life, dude.
Just get outside and turn a pigskin,
Dude,
son.
half of those motherfuckers, if they attempt a fucking 20-yard sprint, they'll just die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just saying. I guess that's it for the news. That's all you guys really need to know.
Honestly.
What's up with OfferUp?
What's up with OfferUp? I
Well,
decided
what's
to go,
up with Facebook Marketplace? For
Yeah, I
you?
decided to go to Facebook today just to mix it up a little bit, you know, get a little bit of a variety in the used gear. And
Maybe OfferUp's an old thing because I'm an old person. 7,000 years old.
Maybe you're pretty fucking old.
7,000 years old.
Do they have a butter churn on there for you?
You were born pre-Black Album, right?
What?
No.
Metallica?
No.
Probably. Yeah, if I had to guess.
No, dude, that's like
That's out there, dude.
that's close. That's close, but not that close.
It's funny. Yeah, Facebook Marketplace, and just to even change it up further, I decided to go to Toronto, Canada. And in Toronto, Canada, I found. What is this? Hold up. Give me 2 seconds.
Well, for those of you in Birmingham, Alabama, I found a red body, white pickguard Fender Squire for $75 even.
Ooh.
$75. It doesn't look bad. For $75, somebody fucking buy that in Alabama now.
Now, I know that we talked shit on those Donner pedals, but
Well, we bought them and
we bought them and didn't like them.
not that great.
No. But this one, where the hell is this? Why doesn't it say things? I don't know how to pronounce this name. It's in Ontario, Canada.
It's probably French.
Mississauga?
Sounds fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
In Mississauga,
Yeah, say it with
Ontario.
the Wisconsin accent. Massasauga.
Mississauga.
Yeah, it sounds good. Sounds legit.
There's a Donner electric guitar, like Squire Strat style, with
Yeah.
a humbucker on it
Okay.
for $80.
Damn,
And it
dude.
comes in the nice dark blue. Looks
Good.
really good,
That's
honestly.
a good deal.
Probably a good little starter. You know what I
Nate,
mean?
you got one?
I do.
Is it a bass?
It's a guitar and a bass in Omaha, Nebraska. $200 for the pair, and they both look clean as shit. To be honest,
Whoa.
What are they?
What brand?
one's a Fender. I can't tell what the bass is. It kind of looks like it could be a Jackson.
Don't care if it's a Fender. If it's a Fender, anything, it's
That's
worth
not a
more than
Fender. That's a
$200.
Les Paul, dude.
That is a Les Paul.
It's a Les Paul style. God only knows what it is, but it looks cool.
I don't
How
know
much-
what the
How much is
backplate
it?
says. $200 for the pair. They're clean as fuck.
$200, you'd be a one-man band. Back to Birmingham, Alabama. Hondo electric guitar. It's just a black and white Strat with a kind of strange headstock, but it's for $150. It doesn't look too bad though. Look at it.
Yeah.
Instead of the rosewood fretboard, it's got the sealed maple neck, kind of like a tele. You know, like
Yeah,
a Telecaster.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Ain't too bad.
It's clean.
$150, dude.
It's
Somebody get it. Somebody rip it. Send me some fucking blues from Alabama.
All right.
You got one
In
more?
Cambridge, Ontario, we need to have a conversation. Ibanez Geo. Gio.
Yeah, that's the. I believe that's like the Squire of Ibanez, but I'm not sure.
These guitars. This is not a. I don't think this is necessarily an ad for me to tell you guys to go buy. We need to have a conversation about Ibanez Geo. Ibanez Geos are cheap guitars off the line.
Yeah.
They're entry level guitars. They're not necessarily worth $300, $400, $500, $600. Okay,
No, I've
not all
never
the time.
seen one for that
Okay.
much. No.
But in Cambridge, Ontario, this dude's wanting to sell his for $300. It does look super cool.
Swamp ash maple.
Swamp ash maple, maybe.
Or swamp
Yeah,
ash
it's like some
tree, I
sort
guess
of
it's
paint
like
for the
teal,
paint job,
some sort of
kinda.
teal blue.
That's not a
with like
paint job. That's
like
the
a pecking.
wood.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
wood.
okay.
Okay,
It's
but
made of burl.
Ibanez Geos are they're like entry level guitars. Like you said, they're like the Squier version of Fender, but I mean they're still good guitars. I'm not gonna knock them.
How much
like
is
that.
he selling it for?
$300.
I'm wondering if that's Ibanez's answer to the higher end Epiphones. You know what I mean?
Be. I don't know, but
I have to research
Yeah,
that.
we'd have to do a little bit more research.
I
but
love
the thing that I
Ibanez.
know-
It's probably going to be my next guitar, honestly.
I've been looking at them for so long.
They
I
look
love,
so sharp.
I love Ibanez so much.
Yeah,
dude.
but
They
then
look
there's
so good.
Schecter, though.
Schecter's. I would die for a Schecter right
Yeah,
now.
She's got a fucking fat ass, dude. Give me a Schecter, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
Anyway,
got something?
Yeah.
You got one more, Nick?
Yeah. I found a really fucked up bass guitar for $30 in Omaha, Nebraska.
Nice.
If it works.
Nice.
Did it got hit by a tornado just like that new building's going to get hit?
Kinda. You only got 3 strings, but strings are pretty cheap, you know? It's got all the knobs and shit.
What
I mean,
brand is it, dude?
We don't know, man.
Shovel.
I don't know. The guy said he bought it for an art piece, so, you know,
It could be
at
bad.
your own discretion. But this thing's $30 in Omaha.
If you
you're
got
broke,
$30, try it
come
out.
on,
Hey.
man.
My Squier Strat plus a Squier amp was $30.
From who? Family
Some-
or just some rando?
Some dude out in the sticks.
Dude? He didn't know what he had.
Okay.
That's a $500. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
It's like
no,
fucking
no.
100
Get out,
bucks.
dude. A 10 amp Squier amp, or 10 watt. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But $30 is $30, dude. You can go spend $30 on that bass.
It's
and
worth the
tune it up.
risk, dude.
It is.
It's worth the
$30.
risk. Unless
Maybe-
it's snapped in half.
It might, no, it wasn't. It's missing a string. Maybe some soldering's loose. You know, who knows?
Do some work to give that guitar some love, dude.
Come on, $30.
I think a lot of people don't realize that, at least with electric guitars, if none of like the wood is snapped off, you can gut that bitch and put a quote unquote 454 in it and it'll sound great.
Understand that.
Yeah.
That is words of wisdom.
Like
right
that's
there.
real.
Yeah.
Like so my Squier, it's my first electric guitar. I bought it for $200 brand new, came with that Squier amp that you're talking about.
And that was back in like the 60s?
It was back in Babylon.
Yeah.
I've been playing it for years. I took the pickguard out, put some Fender Super Hot pickups in it. I need to rewire it again because it's been so long. And it does need some neck work because there's a lot of string buzz. But at the same time, it is a solid, it's a truck of a fucking guitar.
It's
you know?
worth buying these
Yeah.
bottom end guitars and tuning them up for the most part.
I think it is.
I think so. What's
I mean,
the risk?
My first 2 basses were under $100. I didn't even have to tune them up or nothing. I just went to a pawn shop, got one that wasn't a total piece of shit. A little beat up, you know, but I mean, I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck.
Did it allow you to learn bass?
I mean, yeah, for the most part. It got me,
Then
it got me
there
through,
you go.
It got me through 2 bands, so I mean, like
Guitar
You know,
practice, dude.
fuck yeah,
Guitar
dude.
practice.
Yeah, if that's the mission
We're not
accomplished.
gear
Yeah.
queers. It's guitar
Wow.
practice.
I don't have enough money to be like that. And I don't
Honestly.
really think I just want to turn it
We
on
like
and play
cool,
the
cheap
goddamn
shit
thing.
around this place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's cool when you build it yourself.
I think it just makes it that much. It's got that much more soul inside of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
a
I
Kia
agree.
Soul with a V8. It's impressive.
Probably
For real,
not.
dude.
Probably not a Kia Soul. But
Hey, watch your fucking mouth about
Dude,
it. Kia Soul,
fuck
dude.
Kia
Dude,
Souls,
fire
dude.
hazards.
Anybody got anything else before we wrap this up in a jam session?
I really don't. You guys just make sure to let us know what you guys think about kind of the new episode format. So we're talking about maybe doing more of these jam sessions, and there'll be another one following this. But let us know kind of what episode format you guys like the most. You know, the segments that you guys really enjoy, the stuff that you particularly like us to talk about. Let us
Yeah.
know. We have the Q&A at the bottom of here in the description.
And Spotify. Yeah.
And Spotify, yep. And you're absolutely more than welcome to send us a email at guitarpractice69@gmail.com.
And if you hate the jam sessions, too bad. We're gonna still keep making them.
Yeah, we don't
It's the
really
most
care. We don't really care what
But
you
we'd
guys
like to
think.
hear.
We're doing our thing, right? This is kind of what we love.
Nate, fill him in on social media stuff.
Dude.
Where are we at? What are we on? What's happening?
Follow us on Twitter, SoundCloud, fucking YouTube.
What's our ads? Throw out
Guitar
the ads.
Practice the podcast.
Guitar Practice the podcast on Twitter.
Give it a
or
search.
X. my
On
bad.
all of them.
That's
On
X,
all of
yeah.
them. Okay, yeah, on X, on YouTube,
On SoundCloud.
on
it is
SoundCloud.
Guitar Practice the podcast.
Yeah.
All of those.
Guitar Practice the podcast, guys.
Hell
Go check
yeah,
it
we're
out.
going to wrap this up. Thanks for listening, guys. Keep practicing, keep playing guitar, send us clips, yada, yada, yada.